I would love to say that this job is always easy. It's always wonderful. Everything always goes smoothly, but it doesn't, right? There are going to be times that are going to be hard. There are going to be times where you're going to have moments of doubt or where somebody's going to forget to tell you something or you've missed reading a detail on a document. They sent you a separation agreement, you sent it in, but you didn't realize it wasn't signed by both parties. It's not actually done yet, right? You send in the easiest file you've ever seen to the lender, and then the insurer declines it because guess what? There's something wrong with the property that they know that you don't know. Or the client didn't tell you that they actually had missed mortgage payments 15 years ago that all the insurers know about that they didn't tell you about, right? There are going to be times where clients quit their job and don't tell you, or you ask for a letter of employment and you're like, okay, cool. And you do your whole thing. And then you ask for the pay stubs and you're like, how come you don't make as much money as the letter of employment said? Oh, I decided not to work full time anymore. Right? There's going to be times where things are going to happen. And so there are 3 people you need in your life, okay? So to get through these times, because 'cause they're gonna happen and it's okay, and most things in the mortgage industry are fixable, right? There's always a solution, but we need 3 things to get through it to make sure that these hard times, these stressful times, these moments of doubt, uh, don't stop you from continuing on your path of success in this industry. Okay, so 3 things you need. 1 is somebody who will listen, right? Somebody who will just listen to you vent. That could be a family member, a friend, a counselor, another mortgage broker, maybe a mastermind group, somebody who shares your pain or will let you just breathe for a minute if you come home and you're like, I can't believe this happened," or "I can't believe I didn't see that a $1,800 a month expense on business bank statements. I did not see. Missed it. Tank's your deal, but I missed it, right? And you're gonna have those moments where you're like, I can't believe I missed that, or I can't believe I didn't do better, right? So you need somebody who's gonna listen. 2, you need somebody who's gonna brainstorm. So this could be your team leader, your coach, your a mastermind group, whoever it is, a anonymous question on social media in a comfortable social media group, um, somewhere where you can brainstorm and get ideas for how to solve things. Because there is always a solution. And when you're in the thick of stress, sometimes you don't see the solutions as easily as someone from outside. And we all learn at different rates, right? You're going to learn more by impact than you are by, taking time and evolution, right? So when something bad happens to you or stressful happens to you, you are going to learn more on that deal. And as a result, being part of a community where everybody's learning a lot, there's going to be somebody who's seen that problem before, right? And the third person that you need is somebody who can fix it, right? So that might be your team lead, your coach, somebody at your brokerage, a mentor you have, uh, someone who can fix it. So if there's situations where it's beyond your ability, you're not sure what to do, you don't have the contacts to escalate something, you need a more experienced lawyer, you need an accountant who can whip off 4 years of tax returns, right? Having somebody who has those contacts to help you, or somebody who can step in and say, hey, wait a minute, let's do it this way, right? And we've seen that a lot, especially in Ontario, where there's agents and their agent level ones, and then something happens or some new information comes from the client that means that it now has to be a private mortgage. They need to be able to hand that off to somebody if they don't have the licensing to do that, right? So having somebody to be able to fix it. If you have somebody to listen, somebody to brainstorm, and somebody to fix, you will be fine. Everything typically works out in the end. In these moments of stress, weakness, horror, whatever you wanna call it, cannot be the thing that stops you from keep fucking going and building your mortgage industry, building your business, keeping going. But make sure that you have these people in your arsenal, and if you don't have them, um, reach out. I'm happy to connect you with people. I really believe in the value of having friends in the mortgage industry, having friends at banks. I've had deals that have gone sideways that I've been able to fix because I've been able to send them to an MMS friend. There are times where you're going to need people even outside the mortgage industry. Making sure that you have a network that is there to help you, that you have something in common with, is going to be important because sometimes you're going to save their butt too. So find your people to listen to brainstorm and to fix. If you don't have them, find a brokerage that has a ton of them. Obviously, I'm biased and I know where you can find that type of an environment. But there's more than one out there. But make sure that you're really like getting to a place where people are open and honest about what's happening, open and honest that sometimes things are going to suck and that as a team, we'll figure it out. Okay, because, the hard times suck, but that's where you learn the most, and that's where you become a really, like, you become a better mortgage agent for it. You never repeat the same mistake again when it causes you stress, right? You never forget to ask that question again when it caused you to, have to resubmit a deal or restructure something or, change something from an A lender to a B lender or a credit union. So it's very, very important that you acknowledge there's going to be some hard times. You're going to get through them, and you're going to be a better broker for those times.